Welcome to CricAdda Live. The finalists of the 2012 T20 World Cup, Sri Lanka, taking on the champions of that year, West Indies, and the current defending champions as well. So, Bhavik, without any further ado, just tell me, what do you think of this fixture? Pretty excited, aren't you?
Of course, yes. Keeping the fact aside that, looking at the points table, let's keep that fact aside. But definitely, this is a very interesting fixture considering the players that, are going to be featured in this game.
Brilliant. And Salil, what is your take on this game? West Indies have been bruised but not broken. You can really hope a miracle from them when it comes to just putting up a good show. Do you think it's possible today against the Sri Lankans?
Well, I think these last few days of watching these West Indian guys play, you may not watch them in the next World Cup, not all of them, not half of them. So I think they will also have that in their mind. Their last few real games for the Windies. So I think they need to bounce back, but it also sets up the match really beautifully from a perspective that they are at the bottom of the table. So they're not really two sides who are playing very well. So I think from that perspective, it's going to be slightly competitive. But yes, all of them, including Chris Gale and Andre Russell, will be really raring to go and get the big guns going.
Absolutely. And like you said, it could be the last of the World Cups for most of them. Even a Dwayne Bravo is out there. Do you think that, you know, you can, they would want to go off with a bang, and today could be a day where you could see the old Chris Gale, the Dre Russ that we know, and the Bravo, the dancing Bravo who keeps picking up wickets for fun. Salil?
Well, we can only hope for that, Yash. I'll
Right.
really feel that we need at least one Gale Storm in the Windies shirt. That there's no tournament that is complete without that, and
Well
that's
said.
what we're
Very well
here for.
said.
I think T20, or from a T20 perspective, the Windies have always been one of the biggest hitters, and that makes them the biggest entertainers as well. So
Right.
if we get the Windies to score big today, it'll be thrilling to watch. Absolutely.
Bhavik, finally, I want to ask you about Vanindu Hasaranga. Okay, you look at Sri Lanka at the moment, and you cannot, not think of Vanindu Hasaranga. He's been the talisman for them. He's been the key player for them. How important has his role been? Batting, bowling, fielding in the hot zones. He has been the complete player that Sri Lanka were looking for. And do you think that he's the much awaited future prospect that they really need?
Of course, yes, he has been a revelation, with the kind of form that he has showcased coming into the Sri Lankan side, and not just against the associate nations, but also against the test playing nations. He has troubled them with his spin. Yes,
Right.
the conditions here are, favoring him, favoring his style of bowling, but then again, you have to apply that, a certain composure to your bowling. So definitely, Anandu Hasranga has been one of the top finds of Sri Lankan modern day Sri Lankan cricket.
That's absolutely true. And Diwali is going on here, and I can only hear crackers bursting everywhere.
Yeah.
So, wish you a happy Diwali before I forget.
Yeah.
Now,
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
speaking of today's game, let's move on to the prediction time. We'll make some brilliant predictions. So, I think I'll go first. I'll start with Kusal Pereira to score less than 30. Although I feel that it's due that he has to perform, he needs to perform big in this game, but I really feel that he's a very unpredictable batsman. And the closest that he can get to Jaisuria is just his technique and not the runs. I'm sorry, but that is the truth. And the next one would be the pick of the Ravi Rampal. Yes, Ravi Rampal to pick 2 wickets. I would go yes, because I predicted Kusal Pereira not to score 30, so Ravi Rampal should get him out hopefully.
One with you.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
but he's a good bowler. We all know it. And my final prediction would be the runs Sri Lanka will score in 10 overs will be over 80 or under 80. I think it will be under 80 because West Indies have a good bowling lineup. They've got a very experienced bowling lineup. It's just that they've not been performing to their best, and probably that's the reason why they are at the bottom of the table of their group.
Yeah. All
Correct.
right.
Yeah.
Good one there. I'll go with my batting prediction first, and I think out of all the guys in the West Indian team, there's one man who can score a 50, and that's Evan Lewis.
Totally.
He's got youth on his side, he's got form on his side, he's got a good Caribbean League, good IPL
Strength.
outing, a short one though. So he's got the goods to deliver, and they desperately need a win for their status because I don't think any world champion would have kind of almost like going out like the Windies are going out. So
Right.
I think Evan Lewis is my pick. Um, Sri Lankan top bowler again. I think this might be a green from the word go. It's Hasaranga. There's no doubt.
Of
Has
course,
to
Out
be.
of all
Has to
these
yes.
be.
teams,
Yes.
if anybody who's performing at the top level of cricket, of white ball cricket, I think that's Manindu Hasaranga with his contributions with not only ball but with also bat. So yeah, that's my
Well
pick.
said.
And the Windies will definitely score more than five sixes. They're not going to score anything.
Yes.
Make
Yes.
that green, make that
I think
green again, make that
that
green
green too. If
already.
Lewis goes, I
Yeah.
think he himself will do the job for me. But yeah,
Right.
that's what I think this might be. Over to you,
Great
Bhavik.
All
prediction.
right, all right, all right. My first prediction is Sri Lanka to be Sri Lanka's best batter. I mean, I've been certainly mesmerized with the way he's batting. I mean, the confidence, the way he's timing the ball and playing his first World Cup. I must say, he's a very, very talented youngster that is, sort of
Yeah,
coming out with Vanindu Hasaranga. I mean, if we consider all round, sort of scene, then Hasaranga is
Yes.
definitely there. But when we talk about batting, Asalanka is definitely the one to watch out for the future
eager to
as well.
see. Yeah,
Definitely,
eager to
yes.
see a good
My
batting lineup.
second prediction is the champion to be West Indies' best bowler.
Mhm.
Of course, his slow ones are as deceiving. He has found some form. Playing for Chennai this year, and he's sort of delivering it again. Like we can see the glimpses of sort of old Bravo, deceiving the batsman with his slow ones. So yes, Bravo can be the top bowler for West Indies, and that's my pick. My final prediction here would be Sri Lanka's score, which would be around 31 to 50. It would be in the range of 31 to 50. Again, because if Asalanka comes in early, he would sort of go for his shots right from the word go. He has been doing that, taking his chances in the power play. So maybe this is the range that I'm fancying.
Yeah, the predictions are
Super.
very good from the three of us for today's game. We've gone with, you know, other than Salil because he's got the easier ones, I feel. Because Asaranga is the pick. We have to agree to this. Asaranga is one of the
Correct, correct,
breakthrough
correct.
Yeah,
players,
it's like
and
ये पक्का player है इसको बाहर रखो. The others are all कच्चा
exact,
नींबू.
exact. Kacha Limbus, yes. Now, speaking of today's game, the West Indians and the Sri Lankans, both of them are, pretty much out of the race, but both have played good amount of cricket in this tournament to know the pitches and just to know the conditions. So, if you had to pick a winner, Salil, starting from you, who would you pick as the favorable team to, come out victorious on this day?
I think it's going to be Sri Lanka. I think there's a lot of weight around West Indies because there's a lot of history. They've won two World Cups. They're not in the form.
Right,
They're possibly maybe not sighting the ball really well. It happens with age, with time, and they've gone with almost the same squad in the last World Cup, which was 5 years ago. So I think the youth will prevail here because they have nothing to lose. They have something to prove. And barring a few players, I think Sri Lanka is a pretty young side, a very new one.
right,
And they've kind of almost against England also tried their level best. So if they can put up a show like that against England versus what West Indies did against England was bundle out for 55. I think
right.
Sri Lanka definitely is going to win tomorrow. And that's a boost for their confidence and pride. I think it's Sri Lanka.
Yes. Yes, and Bhavik, finally,
Well,
one word for you. Who's your prediction? Who you picked as the winner? Is it going to be Windies today or is it the Sri Lankans?
Well, I would stick with West Indies because they're the defending champions. They've been pushed against the wall, and they'll just they have sort of found some momentum from the last game when they
Yeah,
defended 140 odd. Russell, sort of delivering one of the finest final overs in the tournament. So maybe some momentum, and only because of the fact that how they have been sort of again pushed onto the wall, they'll definitely sort of they would be eager to break out of that zone and just go play fearless cricket. And that brand of cricket, like if West Indies play that, I mean there's no stopping them.
Come on, man. Let's hope for a Windies win then. So, live action coming up, guys. To all the viewers, we're on social media. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can play the Sports Adda Fantasy to win some exciting prizes, signed merchandises from none other than Brett Lee, who's our ambassador and is standing with a red shiny ball. You could get a signed one as well. So, thank you for joining with me, Salil, Bhavik. A great game on our hands, live action coming up. I'll see you tomorrow in Fantasy Adda, where we will give more tips, tricks, and predictions of making the best Fantasy 11. So have a
Are,
great
are
game,
are you
everyone.
are you giving tips? Are you giving tips?
No, no, no. I cannot give tips. I can only
Okay,
be the
okay.
one asking.
Better. Okay. Do watch it, guys. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Wish you all a very happy Diwali. Have a great year ahead, and lots of love and happiness from me to all of y'all.
Hey, thanks, Yash. Wishing all our viewers a very happy and safe Diwali with your family and loved ones. Love cricket, watch cricket, and be safe and have fun. Thanks.
Big and a very happy Diwali from myself as well. Wishing you all a very safe and a prosperous Diwali and a New Year. Thank you.